But the big thing going around the league right now is the NBA Cup. We are approaching the actual tournament. We are out of pool play. And there are some surprising teams in here, James, which we can get a dive into that whenever you want to, man.
Yeah, I say we just dive right into it. Do you want to dive into the bracket that we have now? For the tournament here?
Let's do it.
All right. Why don't you take us through that?
All right, so the 1 seed in the West is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Surprise nobody. And the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference is the Orlando Magic, which they struggled early on the season. They played really well in the Cup games. Desmond Bain has been picking it up, and everybody else as well with that supporting cast. So that's been good too. So those are the top seeds for each conference. Now, the Thunder will play the Suns in the first round, and the Lakers will play the Spurs in the first round in the West. And then in the East, the Magic will play the Heat, and the Raptors and the Knicks will play on the other side of that bracket. The Suns in the West are the wild card, and the Miami Heat is the wild card in the Eastern Conference. We have a good bracket here.
Yeah, it's still astonishing to me to see the Toronto Raptors just continue to play as well as they have. I mean, 2 seed in this tournament here. I can't say I expected the Toronto Raptors to go 4-0 in their group A, but man, they did, and they locked up the 2 seed. It's just the Raptors weren't a team that I was eyeballing going into the season whatsoever. I was eyeballing, like the Clippers.
That one hurts.
Darn it.
That one hurts.
Darn it. The Clippers, man, they fooled me. Should have been looking at the Raptors, I guess, but
You were bamboozled by the retirement home of the Los Angeles Clippers. Now the Raptors, they're good, but they're better than good so far. In this tournament, they have in the pool play the point differential of plus 55, which is just under Phoenix, because Phoenix is around. Phoenix in the Western Conference is the wild card. Before they played the Thunder, they had a differential of 65. Now their differential is plus 31. So they're just above Phoenix right now and just under the Western Conference first seed, which is the Thunder, and they were a plus 75 differential. And if you guys don't know, if you're listening, if you're watching on YouTube, point differential matters in the NBA Cup. So these games are played full in, full out. Starters play majority of the game. You want to get that point differential because that matters in the long run when it comes to seeding for this. So the Thunder beat teams by a wide margin, but the Raptors also did, it's interesting because I did mention them on the first episode this season. It's kind of an interesting team, They have Brandon Ingram, they have Scotty Barnes, they have Emmanuel Quickley, they have Jakob Poeltl, they have Jarris Walker, a young guy. They have surrounding pieces on this team where they can be good. Now, I didn't see that they were going to be what they are now, which is sitting pretty at the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, which we'll get to in a minute. But them as the 2 seed in this NBA Cup, it's a little surprising, and I'm excited. So I think the Raptors can make some noise here. But let's break it down a little bit. First game is going to be on December 9th. It is the Eastern Conference is going to go first. December 9th, the Magic will host the Miami Heat, and also the Raptors will host the New York Knicks. James, give me your picks for those.
Well, see, the funny thing about the way the schedule works out is the Knicks just played the Raptors, and it's just the Knicks just blew them out by 22 points. So I want to start to say, I got to take the Knicks in that game, but I feel like that's how they fool you. The Knicks, they'll fool me over and over and over again. They'll show you, we can beat this team, and then we'll play them again. We'll just play worse and we'll lose. I feel like that's in general what happens. They rely on a lot of ISO scoring. The Knicks do, so I think that's kind of the result that you end up getting with them. But it's hard to go against the team that just won by 20. I say the Knicks do take down the Raptors in that first game. But again, the Raptors have proven me wrong all season.
Yeah, I'm going to go against you. I'm going to take the Raptors. I like Toronto. Brandon Ingram has been on a tear this season. I love to see that. I don't really have any other reasons because all the signs point to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the reason being the Raptors are a higher seed for a reason. They're winning games by 55 for a reason.
That's true.
In the tournament game, this is for money. You have to think about this. Every player, every coach, every staff member on the given team that wins gets a bag. There's a lot of two-way guys on the Raptors. The Knicks in this tournament have a point differential of plus 35. Give me Toronto. I like the matchups for Toronto against New York.
Fine. Go for it, man. The Knicks were at home. They're not going to have that. So they're
not playing MSG, so that actually matters. You got to take into account, factor that in. Knicks aren't going to be at home. They're historically a better home team. Give me Toronto. On the other side of this Eastern Conference, give me the Miami Heat, man. They run an offense that is just so fun to watch. Interesting offense, which actually, I don't know if anybody knows Jimmy High Roller. Like, basketball savant, Jimmy High Roller. I could sit there and watch his YouTube videos day in, day out. He breaks down basketball very well. He pinpoints this Miami Heat offense. Look him up on YouTube if you're interested. Give me the Miami Heat. I think they're going to take them down.
I got to differ from you. I think it's not just my job on this show, but I think that's just my job in your life anyways. I think anything that you're going through, I just have to look at it differently.
This is true. This is what happens IRL, guys. James and I are best friends if you didn't know. Yeah. So this really happens.
So I'm all over the Magic here. I'm not going to lie. And I think it's just because of how well they've played recently. Obviously, the Heat have played well all season.
Right,
but the Magic, they kind of limped out to a rough start. We talked about how they weren't shooting the ball well or defending well. And both of those things, you've seen them do better over the last couple of weeks. They worked themselves into this, the tournament of the NBA Cup. I say the Magic got more momentum behind them. And definitely, I think they also have the better players as well. Because this Miami offense, while it is humming, and while they are playing well in a weird offense that they don't set screens in, I think the Magic, they're just better.
Yeah. Though, it should be a good game. Like, all of these NBA Cup games are close. They're not blowouts. They're not like nobody's giving up at the end. You're seeing the most effort out of these guys because you have to remember, you're not playing for just yourself. You're playing for your team. If you win, your whole team wins. Not in the normal winning way. You all get a bag. So you want to win. You want this for your teammates who don't have the biggest contracts, for the staff members that are not getting paid as much as you think they probably should be. It means a lot to these players. They might not understand the rules. They might not understand the cup or really care for the cup, but they care about the money.
Yeah, I wish I had the chance to do some, boots on the ground reporting after an NBA Cup win. Do you think they go do something crazy as a team? They just go out to a restaurant and just run up the bill at least? I'm thinking go to even in the off season, right? Be like, all right, guys, we just won we won the NBA Cup. We've now already scheduled this vacation, this team vacation in the off season because we won the NBA Cup. That could be something fun. I don't know if they do that during the season because that's crazy. But I don't know, just a thought.
That could be fun.
That could benefit from a little team bonding. A lot of teams, just an idea. That's all.
That could be interesting. I mean, I guess we'll have to see when the time does come. I don't know when the Lakers won. I think LeBron got them something. LeBron got them all something.
That would make sense because it's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
He could have afforded it whether they won the NBA Cup or not.
Yeah, that's true. He does own Nike. I don't know. Would you, if you won the NBA Cup, James? Would you be willing to be like, guys, let's go on a vacay. Let's run it.
Obviously during the season that's impossible. But I think you just gotta during the off, as soon as the season's over, be like, all right, when's this NBA Cup trip happen? As soon as you win the NBA Cup, someone needs to make a group chat called NBA Cup trip, and then that's where you you text in that group chat about the NBA Cup trip. After the season's over, we may have lost. crap, we missed the playoffs, man, but at least we got the NBA Cup trip, you know?
At least you got the NBA Cup trip. That's what really matters. So heading over to the West, this one's kind of interesting. This is a little bit of a tougher pick when it comes to the NBA Cup games because, well, as everybody knows, the Thunder are on a tear this year. They're 18-1, but they just played. James is already rolling his eyes at me. They just played the Phoenix Suns last Friday night. And the Phoenix Suns only lost that game by 4, and they actually had a chance to tie the game or win the game. Colin Gillespie has been amazing for Phoenix this year, doing all the hustle plays. He's been a really reliable guy for them. Phoenix lost that game by only 4.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody probably thought Phoenix would compete with OKC in that game at all.
No, me included, yeah.
With all that being said, though, I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder here. I have to be realistic. I can't, just put my full bias out there all the time. I do think my Phoenix Suns have a chance, but realism is in play. Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder on December 10th.
Yeah, man. You're not going to get as much out of me. The Thunder are, 20-1? You got close. You got within 4 points. Really just one play. I don't think you get close again. You could play them 4 more times this season. I don't think you get close. I don't think you get close again. Just saying.
Wait, can you just say that one more time for me? Just so I make sure that I heard what you said.
Okay. So, the Oklahoma City Thunder, however many times more they play your Suns this season, your Suns will not get any closer than 4 points. Probably, actually, if the Suns keep it within 10 the next couple of times they play the Thunder, I'll buy you some Chipotle or something.
You buy me Chipotle?
Yeah. Deal.
Deal.
Right. I'm just saying.
Man,
that's how confident I am in this. I don't think you guys got close within 4 to one of the best teams that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You're not getting within 10 within the next couple.
Hey man, you don't know that. We did that without Jalen Green. You got to think about that. Dylan Brooks is having a career season. Colin Gillespie having a great career season. Mark Williams having a great year. Devin Booker. Do I even have to?
No.
Come on. It's D-Book. I think we can compete with the Thunder. Moving on. The Lakers and the Spurs. This is tricky because there's no Wemby. I don't think he'll be back for this.
His timetable to return is whenever he can.
Whenever he can, basically.
It's very vague.
I mean, he could play not a single game for the rest of the year, and I'd be like, yeah, he's Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Lakers. They were playing so well before LeBron even came back. Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, playing incredible. Also, DeAndre Ayton has been very good for the Lakers this year, which that pains me to even say because me and you, DA, I don't really know how I feel about you, big dog. So
he likes playing.
It's like a love-hate relationship.
He likes playing for a winner.
Yeah.
He liked playing for you guys when you were winners.
Yeah, that's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's pretty goofy.
San Antonio has a good squad in general, but I think the Lakers are going to be too much for them. LeBron has came back to, from injury, and looks like he's barely trying. It's kind of weird.
It's strange.
He's really just passing the ball, which is, one of his better qualities. But he looks like he's just out there to pass the ball and let Luka and AR drop 35 and 38.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. And then DeAndre Ayton's picking up a solid 15 and 10 on the night. So it's like, are you going to tell LeBron to play differently? Be more
no.
Just let him do what he's doing.
You know what he reminds me of? And I don't know if this is a unique experience to me or, anyone who played basketball, probably knows this. During some basketball summer camps or a Sunday league or something like that, where you're playing with people your own age, every once in a while something would happen, something weird where you had to play with either a different team or kids younger than you, or you know what I mean? LeBron is playing he's playing with the 7th and 8th graders, and he's in his sophomore year of high school. He's going down to play with the 7th and 8th graders, just going, I don't need to do nothing. You know what? You're pretty good. You score. Let me just get the ball moving around. He's playing like everyone's dad in the backyard that, they don't got to show off. They know you're good at basketball. He's just trying to get everyone involved. And it's weird because he's always been the number one option. And even last year, he was still way more prevalent. He's put himself down at like option 3 or 4.
Yeah. So fun. I just saw a stat about LeBron where it was talking about this is the first ever time when 2 people on LeBron James's team scored over 35 and he wasn't one of them.
That's exactly what I'm saying, dude. It's weird.
LeBron James we're talking about. LeBron.
You watch a game that LeBron's playing in, and it's not apparent that he's playing in it.
It's weird. But yeah, give me the Lakers.
James? I'm going to go with the Lakers as well. These teams played each other already in the regular season. Wemby was healthy, and the Lakers won. So, but, be careful. The Spurs are still a really solid team.
Yeah. Again, the Thunder have a plus 75 point differential in the NBA Cup games. Have we ever seen a team play like this? Not me. I haven't personally. This team scares me.
It does.
So I kind of think, so anyways, moving on to the second round where James and I have, a matchup in the Eastern Conference that is, we picked the same. It would be Thunder Lakers. That's a tricky one. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think it's going to be really close, but I think the Thunder do end up winning. Send them to the championship to play whoever.
Man, it would have to be a masterclass of a game by the Lakers to get past the Thunder, I feel like. But, dude, the Thunder, in my opinion, the Thunder are going to win this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But, we could take it over to the East
to
wrap this baby up. I have a different game in the East than you. I've got, Magic, Knicks. Why did I even pick the Knicks to win? Because, see, now I'm just going to want to pick the Knicks to keep winning. And they won't. They won't. They just won't. That's how they are. You know what? I like the Jersey matchup if the Magic win. So give me Magic Thunder in the chip game for the Cup.
Okay. I'm gonna go for my championship game. Give me Thunder Raptors. I think that's cool and exciting, but I think the Raptors probably lose that by like 30.
Yeah.
And the Thunder walk away with the NBA Cup. Yeah,
Is there a world where they don't walk away with the NBA Cup? I don't get it.
I doubt it. I would. Man, if the Thunder. Listen, is there a world where the Thunder win less than 65 games this year? I don't think so.
No.
I think 65 wins would be like, wow, that was disappointing.
Yeah. No, what went wrong?
We're supposed to win 12 more games.
Yeah.
They're going to break, I think they're going to break the record. They're 18-1. Or 19-1 at this point. 20-1 at this point. Oh my lord.
Because the wins just keep stacking.
Yeah, you're right.
You literally lose track.
You look one day and they have three more wins in 3 days. So it's
I did the same thing in preparation for the show. I'm like, dang, they're 18-1. Oh wait, no, 20. They're 20-1.